Hello again, Ian sticking with Mastermind Games. Coming back this time with Gluttony of the Crossroads 7 from Malifaux. Darkskin 09041. Interesting quote from Gluttony's entry is "Hunger is the best sauce, especially another man's hunger." He's of the Gremlins faction and is the band's drummer. And just like Wrath, he was at the town of Crossroads, part of the band, playing a gig, when a man and woman, one in red, one in black, showed up, made promises, and took one in return from every member of the Crossroads 7, and then all hell broke loose. Okay, not much else to say on this character, because that's about all there is. Making sure I get a nice solid coat on the arms and upper body before I get his legs. Doesn't have any shoes on. Just ragged pants and a top hat with a feather in it. He's definitely got a voodoo thing going on, what with the snake and the little dolls hanging off his drum. Few awkward angles here. Okay. And I'm going to have to let that dry before I move on, but that's a start. Okay. Rainy Gray 09038. This is going to be the base coat for his hair. Took me a while to figure out how to do just straight black hair and make it look good, or rather just straight black in general and make it look good. And then Yellowed Bone 09143. Not too much of this. Just a bone necklace. And let's see. Moldy Skin 09149. Not too much of this either. Just got this monkey's paw here hanging off his necklace. At least I think it's a monkey's paw. Not even, it could be a human hand. And Terran Khaki 09122. It's about cashed, but it's the best color I have for burlap. Which is just about the perfect material for voodoo dolls. Bit too much water there. And where did I find it? Alright. Shield Brown 09161. This is going on his drum. At least the base of it. As well as the base. Again, this is a custom job I just did. Trying not to hit his toes. Go ahead and get a little more of the drum. And pick out the secondary colors later. Just being careful not to nick the doll's hand off it. And then I can do one more color right this second. Leaf Green 09011. Because Gluttony has a snake. Bit too much water. Alright, let that dry and move on a bit. Alright, oiled leather 09110. I get his pants. I'm going to be careful around here. I don't want to nick the flesh. Denim would be another good choice for this, for his pants. But I wanted ragged leather breeches after thinking about it for a while. Going for a lot of earth tones, more or less. You'll notice these lines on the ankles. That's where the lower legs attach to the upper legs and the rest of the body. Kind of an odd choice. again, the Malifaux models, they look great, but I do feel that they may be needlessly overcomplicating the sculpts, at least in terms of production. But, well, that's got too much water in it. Gonna have the hat match the pants, and then pick out some more colors on it later. Okay. Well, that's about all I can do right this minute, so I'll move on in a bit. Alright, down to the last couple of base coats. Deep Red 09002. Which is clogged up, so paper clip hoe, easy to work with. Going to carefully get his hat band and the feather. Trying not to hit the rest of it. And then the drum. And I am repainting part of this. I'm just being really careful not to nick anything else I've done so far. Alright. Now, I'm going to take a little more of that yellowed bone, 09143. Carefully get his teeth. And the decoration has had this skull. Okay. Let it dry and start shading. Alright. Time to start shading, and this is where it gets tricky. Stained Ivory 09142. About half paint and half water, dilute it to a wash. Ghoul skin 09148. That rumbling is a thunderstorm coming in. Nothing to worry about. dry the brush out a bit and absorb some of that. I got a little hand. Then this is a bit of a risk, but Khaki Shadow 09121. I think I can do the snake too, so 09010 Pine Green. This is a fairly new pot, so it needs a little extra mixing. That was a big one. But to be fair, I don't know if you can actually hear that over the speaker, but it's only obvious here. And also a lot of birds raising a ruckus outside. Alright. Put that got on his hair. Just diluting. Alright, well, I'll be able to roll with it, so I'll do it for now. That's just going to leave the red, the leather, the flesh, and the hair. Well, I guess more than I'm thinking, so. Alright. Next, a little trick. Alright. Deep red, 09001, red brick, right? No, red brick, 09001. It's a pretty good thunderstorm starting out there now, so the wind's picking up, the thunder and lightning are picking up. The rain hasn't come yet, but that's on its way, I'm sure. Going along the hat band and feather. And part of the drum here. It's really tricky because I'm trying not to hit the voodoo dolls. But okay. I think that's got it. Let's see, and then let's see, pure black 09037. Just need a small dot of it. There's only a little bit of hair coming out from under his top hat. Alright. That leaves the leather, the flesh, and the wood. So just about done. I will put a little more of that right at the tip of the feather here. Better. Alright. We'll let it dry and move on a bit. Alright. Let's see here. 09109 Ruddy leather. mistake when I decided to paint his teeth the way I did, but we'll see how it turns out in the end, especially after I get the flesh tone shaded. Just looks a little wonky right now. So carefully getting the hat. Trying to avoid the red hat band I just did. And the pants, I'm just going to carefully dab it into that corner there. For the most part, I'm just going to let it flow. Let it go where it wants to go. There we go. Once that dries, I can do the skin tone. Once that's done, I can do the wood, and then I can start highlighting detail. Alright, 09040 Dark Shadow. Okay, moment of truth time on this teeth thing. Yeah, it's gonna look a little odd. Alright, I might have to rework that area a little bit, but that's okay. Being real careful about all these intricate details with the necklace and that snake on the chest area. Can loosen up a bit on the right arm here. Using short, controlled strokes. Okay. Now for his legs and feet. And this right here is where the foot and ankle connect to the rest of the leg, but it's not as smooth as seams I would like. We've already discussed the assembly issues with some of these models. Alright, there's the flesh tone. Once that's dry, I can do the wood, and then once that's dry, I can start highlighting. Alright, last shade, Woodstain Brown, 09160. Not too much of this, just the base of the drum. And the flesh tone isn't completely dry, but it's dry enough to work with. letting this flow all into the nooks and crannies. This is another custom sculpted base insert I did. Just a blob of putty and a sculpting tool is all you need. It does hold off final assembly of the model by about a day, since the putty takes 24 hours to cure, but I feel the result is worth it. Okay. And I think I can go ahead and prep the eyes, so pure white 09039. I think I can prep the eyes. Just a tiny dot of that for the sclera. Just carefully dabbing it into the eye sockets. This brush is starting to get a little funny, so I may not be able to use it for much longer for detail work anyway. I'll end up overextending, but that's okay because it'll come out when I do the highlighting. Alright, let that dry. Once it does, I can highlight, detail, and finish up. Alright, time to finish up. Pure black 09037, just a little dot to start with. I'll need a little more later on. Just the barest bit of water in the brush. Just dotting in the pupils. There we go, a little. Looks well enough. Dark highlight 09042. And using a ragged feathered brush, I'm rubbing most of the paint out on a paper towel. Lightly dusting the area to be affected, concerning myself with the most readily visible areas, not right about the underside of him. Starting with the lowest area first, that being the skin. That worked out well on his face. Alright. Clean out and dry off. Next, I'll take that pure black I've already got out and do the hair. This time it's a dry brush. So, I'll be dusting those dreadlocks. Not working out as well here as it usually does. It's disappointing. Alright. It's okay though. Blunt orange 09111. And because I have multiple brushes suitable for this, I'm just switching pretty freely, but you do want your brush to be completely dry in between paints. Going against sharp edges like the creases in his pants helps catch the paint. and make them pop. Concern myself mostly with the readily visible areas. Which one next? I think Creamy Ivory 09144. Not too much of this. Oh, clog nozzles, so paperclip hoe. Now unclogged. Or not. Okay, try that again. It's going to be stubborn. Holy cow. Alright, take 3. There we go. Got my little dot out there. Alright. Using one of the smallest brushes I have. And then Moldy Skin, or wait a minute, no, Bloodless Skin 09150. A lot of little dots. Length of time that you need on this is just contingent on the complexity of the color scheme. Wrath, for example, had a simpler color scheme, fewer colors, but Gluttony is a little more complicated. Khaki Highlight 09123. I'm trying to figure out the right brush for the job. Then Driftwood Brown 09162. This one, unfortunately, is almost cached, and I can't get any more of it, which is unfortunate, but it's just what I have to deal with. I've got my eye on a new paint set I'm hoping to order in another week or so. Being careful not to hit his feet. Again, trying to go against the grain here. And focusing mostly on what's most readily visible. Okay. It's going to leave Blood Red 09003. Let's see. No, that's too stiff. Gotta find the right brush for the job. I guess this will have to do. It's not ideal though. It's a bit too big for the job, so. This combination of reds is one of the more subtle colors in my palette here. Okay. That barely worked. Pale green 09012. This one is just barely suitable. It's a little too stiff. I just realized I forgot to do anything in the way of eyes for the snake, so I'll have to take care of that. It'll be alright. I'll make it right. Okay. So where's my tiniest brush? There we go. Gonna need some more pure black to finish up, so that's 09037 again. A little more than last time. Actually, a lot more than last time, so carefully dot in eyes on the snake. Taking a flat brush. Gonna go around the edge. Being careful not to hit the basing. Though sometimes I have more success than others when I do this. Slowly and methodically. Okay, there we go. And that's Gluttony from the Crossroads 7. 2 down, 5 to go. Until next time, I am Ian Stuckey with Mastermind Games, signing out.